Hi everyone, welcome to Long Story Short with LinkedIners. So today we have Robin, Bella, and Robin, could you tell us about how do you help and support people? What do you do, like get
I'm.
started?
Thank you for inviting, first of all, Toby. And a little bit about me. I'm a success mindset and manifestation coach, and I've been in this field of coaching work for the last 15 years. And I have authored 3 books, and Break the Pattern is one, and Successful Minds, and Cracking the Rich Code is coming up next year. So that's what I do.
And who do you work with mainly? Like, if we go into more detail.
I work with individuals and businesses, and usually the businesses are small businesses, or they are people who are interested in mindset work. And sometimes I do work with people who are focusing on the personal lives, because a lot of times the connection of mindset is interlinked with personal lives as well. So anything related to mindset, whether it's personal life or business, I work with them. And usually I find people who want success in their business want everything balanced in their lives. So I have programs like Divine Success Manifestation program, where I help people to really tap into their highest, best mindset and their energies, so that they can be feeling that high frequency in their lives every day and be attracting the best results for whatever they're doing.
And what is the inspiration behind all of this? Like, how did you get started? I mean, what made you to do this? If you go into more detail back
Sure.
in the past.
Yes, I actually, had a corporate background when before I started this work, and I had a knee injury, and that took me to my inner work and understanding, balancing myself. And I realized that I actually was doing very well for myself, and I wanted to share more about this for others, because not it's there's a lot of about mind power that's so essential in our success. And I've noticed that since my childhood, in my schooling, and my the way I used to study and everything. And then I realized that in the end, your success is all about what's in your mind, whether it's your healing yourself, whether it's your success in your work. And so I started teaching that and talking about that. And I left my corporate field, of course. And my focus towards creating this program got more and more clearer when I realized that, I have an MBA background with marketing. And I realized that wasn't just enough for me to get my clients or create sales or to move forward with my work. I needed something else. I needed the right mindset, the right faith in my work, and to be fearless in my high and big visions that I was wanting at that time, and to really see that where I'm coming from is authentic, who I am, and be confident in that. So when I realized I had to tap into all of those things, it took me a while, because you have to really get to know yourself and to do what you're passionate about and follow your purpose. So I understood the process. And then I realized later whom I was teaching, certifying people with coaching and other practices, that they wanted that understanding. Like, everybody knows, has wonderful skills, but they don't know how to get there for marketing. And they may try certain things because everybody's doing it. And then that energy behind that right mindset, to be in the success flow, that is not there sometimes at all as well, because people get very down when they fail. One failure, one thing didn't work, or also uncertainties really scare people, especially during this COVID time. And how to have that strong mind, is a big thing in business field right now, and to create success no matter what's going on around you. And that puts us in this high frequency flow, and everything just starts happening on its own. And you meet the right people, right opportunities, everything. So I help people to tap into that in my program.
Okay, and what would you say about the main purpose, like behind all of this, helping and supporting people with their mindset and success, and just like helping them, supporting with changing their mindset
Mhm.
according to their business and everything?
Well, when I found very difficult times in my personal life, I found that it affected my business and everything. My energies, if it's low, it affects my business as well. So I have to learn to balance and stay in this high energy and learn to think, have a winning mindset all the time. And I found that sometimes strategies is not enough, because if you're not in the right flow mindset, that's not going to work. And sometimes strategy, same strategy, the other person is doing very well with it just because they've got that winning mindset. So I realized that sometimes when I was going down, I needed that, and I connected to high spiritual connections mindset for that, to be able to find my confidence in myself and faith when things are not visible, the results are not visible. And I had this experience where I had a difficult time in my personal life, as I was saying, when I connected to this flow myself somehow. And in that week, all issues that was going on in my personal life, that sorted somehow, which was going on for some couple of years. And also that week, suddenly, things were like clients were coming to me. My social media post was going viral. I got 2,000 friend requests in 2 days because of those things that were going viral. I wasn't even doing anything. There was some post that I posted a while ago just happened. So it's like when you tap into that flow, everything just starts moving. And I learned that tapping into that flow. And it's a process of that inner work process. It's a process of going inwards, learning to balance yourself, the process, which is something I share deeply in my program. And so that is a little flavor of that experience that you can experience, is what I'm trying to share. So, and of course, after that, I started my programs online for that I wanted to share about this. And I have online programs since 2018 about it. And so there's membership programs and many options there to work with me. And I really want this to go out to more people, because I want people to feel like they can be successful, and it is not a hard thing. Everybody deserves it, and everybody deserves to manifest their best. So,
Wow, beautiful. And like, what's the first procedure you follow, like to get them started? Like, is there any like a call? Like, what's the process?
sure. Well, I first of all have to clear out what's bothering them. So I have to understand what it is for them. So each person's different. So where they are stuck, where there's mental blocks for them, and help them to, once those weeds are cleared, then you have fertile soil to put in your new vision, and then to learn to be uh, to stay there strongly, not like, oh, it's not happening, I'm gonna go. It's not happening. Like, people give up very soon. So to have that mental strength when during adversities, to be able to focus on their business and create something that probably nobody's even done it, but perhaps. And so I help them to go inwards, and there's a lot of work, of mental work, like meditation, and there's a deep connection with source, God involved, and whatever you might want to call it. But when we start connecting and seeing that we have higher potential that comes from the higher power, we feel much more comforted. We feel we're able to navigate through any problems and realize that everything is meant to happen good in our lives, and we make it complicated because we worry. And worry is nothing, it's just a meaningless thought in our heads. It's not something that's happened. So we need to learn to train our minds to see the good and expect the best. And that's what I teach and train your minds how to do that. So it's it's almost like if you can see it in your mind, you can achieve it. But a lot of times people see it and then they fall into the trap of fear, worries, doom and gloom. I don't know, where's the money, where's this and that, how am I going to do it? All of this is the problem that they get into, which is meaningless usually, because once we put our minds to something that we want, then everything starts aligning. That's the law of the universe. Synchronicity starts aligning, opportunities, ideas. But we have to start from the beginning and stay in that flow of joy and excitement and confidence that this is going to work. And that's when miracles happen. And that flow from there begins. And I teach people how to stay there, to get that flow and continuously, and stop the old way of patterns of thinking, of low mindset, negative thinking, all that.
And that's what we are following, those miracles.
Yeah.
So as a educational podcast, like you'll be sharing with us about how to be successful with the mindset and how does this work actually, and so
Sure, I'll ask you certain questions, and if you can say a yes or a no, okay? And for you, the audience is listening. So first of all, I'll ask people like to know whether you're in this divine manifestation flow or not. How do you figure out, do I need this or not, right? So are you, first of all, always relaxed in your day? Do you go about your essential things that you need to do every day with a relaxed mindset? Is it a yes or a no? So if you're saying no, you know it's an issue that you're not relaxed. So then if you like to control outcomes, that's a problem then, if you like to control outcomes. So that means you cannot keep the faith. And prayers are, our intentions are answered only when we are not doubting that this is going to happen. So we need to learn to let go of the outcomes and focus on our work that we are doing with joy. And people sit and worry about this result, and that energy of worry, then they work with that energy, and then that creates no results. So they have to have the winning mindset all the time. And then, do you fear to dream bold and big? Because if you do, that means that you do not have the winning mindset yet, and you are not keeping the faith that this is possible. So this is how you can see whether you're in this manifestation flow of success or not. And then, are you constantly feeling like the world is against you, and that people, or you have resentments of the past as well? So if you carry all these emotional energies that drains and drags you down, that's also going to block your success flow. And then do you find that for the results that you want, do you have to push and pull and be an opportunist, like that kind of energy? Are you feeling that you're always in that mindset? That's also not a good flow to be in, because that's push and pull. That's not keeping the faith. You need to learn to relax and be joyful, and then things flow. And that's when you know that's the winning mindset, everything you know is going to work for you. And so we have to train our minds to get into this energy, this mindset, because if we don't, then we will obviously struggle, and we will put the energy of push and pull to create the result, which means that we don't think it's going to happen, and that's what will create that problems later on, or may not even create that result. And then, do you feel like you're creating results is difficult because you're not just patient about you can't be patient at all. You're always wondering, when is it going to happen? When is it going to happen? And if you run out of patience, that's a sign that you don't know how to learn to live in the present moment. You don't relax in this moment. You're worried about either past, what's happened, maybe failures, or you're thinking and worrying about the future. So we need to learn to be patient and stay in the moment, and be devoted to our work with full joy, knowing that if we just stay that way, everything will work for us. So then, if you're afraid of failure, and if you're struggling in the present moment, you're afraid of having a big vision, all of these are problems for being in the divine flow, for your success, for manifesting your success. And one more thing is that sometimes we think that, we have to be lucky, or we have to blame something for our mistakes. Normally in the world of this higher power, high energy work, oh, in God's world, there's no problems because every solution is there. But when we see the world through the lens of that there's problems, we only see problems. So we need to train our minds for all of this. So I help people to get into this good flow, good, and it takes time to train everybody and find that balance in the mindset. And then you can tap into your purpose, tap into your balancing within and out in the world of your gifts with what you want to share to the people. So you're creating a kind of a world which you want, and you deserve to because this is what you meant to. The only thing is we need to get out of our own ways and stay in this right frequency, right energy. So this is what I would say are my main tips for that, to get into the flow of divine success manifestation flow. And of course, if anybody thinks that these are something that's missing in them, I would be very happy to have a chat with you, a free chat, and see where I can help you. And of course, if there's something we can work out, I would love to share more about my program, and happy to share some link about that as well.
All right, so this is Robin Bella once again. It was such a beautiful conversation and educational. It made me feel relaxed actually. And thank you so much for joining us today. And this is Long Story Short with listeners. And have a great day once again. Thank you.